stunning waterfalls, hypothermia-inducing weather, and silly pranks.
This isn't funny.
Join us for an incredible ride over the infamous Travers Saddle and Angela's Hut in one of our last segments of the Te Araroa Trail in New Zealand's South Island. It's the eye of the tiger, it's the thrill of the fight. It's da 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 da.
Yeah. Is there somebody here?
Yeah, just another 1,000 feet.
Oh, fuck. But it's still great.
Yeah. Another steep morning. Another big climb today. Today we're going up Travers Saddle or Pass, one of the two, but it's pretty tall. It's even more elevation gain than yesterday. This one is 3,000 feet over 1.8 miles. Yesterday was 2,500 feet over 1.7, but today it's actually less steep. So there were some flat spots yesterday, so it ended up being about 2,000 feet per mile on the actual climb. Today it's like a steady 1,500 feet per mile all the way up, and that is pretty steep. Pretty much only place you're gonna get that kind of gain is on the Appalachian Trail in the White Mountains, and even then you might do that for 800 feet, 1,000 feet, and then you're at the top. But here, doing it for 3,000 feet straight. So I think New Zealand wins for having the toughest climbs on the trails, because it is straight up the mountain and relentless. It's like we like going up into the high Sierras and not having switchbacks. That's what this stuff is like. Yeah, a lot of climbing. Had a really pleasant evening. We started a fire. That's the first campfire I've had on trail, because in the beginning it was just wet and raining, and then going through the Canterbury region, it's way too dry. Super windy, super dry, so you don't want to start a fire in there. But out here, it's been pretty nice and definitely wet enough that we're not going to cause a forest fire, because even if I had a drip torch with as much humidity as we had last night, I would not have been able to start a forest fire. So that was really nice to have a fire. And Andra, he actually works as a fireman in Prague in the Czech Republic. So that's kind of cool. But yeah, just climb today. This is a nice little spot for a break. A little bit more than halfway done with the climb now. Eat something and keep on going. Been hiking for an hour. I've gone 0.8 miles. You can see those topo lines. Just up and up and up, non-stop. Out of the tree line now. Got about 1,000 feet left to climb. And it just gets a little bit steeper from here. Don't think this is LNT approved. There's Gonzalo. Time for another break. This time I've got internet over here. There's reception, so check the weather, because we're gonna go up Sunset Saddle tomorrow. Should be another big exposed climb. So if the weather is good, it'll be a go. This is the top of Travers Saddle. Pretty good views. And now get to go down. Wow, then we gotta go down and around. Going down these big boulder fields nearly as slow as going up them, and it's pretty strenuous. Really puts a lot of load on the knees and the quads, and definitely these last 2 days I'm having to take ibuprofen after these down climbs because my knees hurt. The bushes are almost as tall as you are.
You gotta find me.
Upper Travers. How's it?
Pretty good.
Oh. Wow, pretty nice. All these recent huts, Blue Lake, West Sabine, Upper Travers, a couple more that we're gonna pass later on today, are all part of this Sabine Travers circuit, and they are all paid. Like, they're not covered on the backcountry hut pass, so it's cost an additional 25 bucks per night to stay in there. So we've been avoiding them because that really adds up over the course of 4 or 5 days. Extra $100+ So rather than staying in those huts, we can just camp for free and save that money for beer and steaks. Yeah, this waterfall is worth a little side trail. This is really amazing. Cool. Never regret going into a waterfall.
Even through here. Okay, I'm glad we came down.
Right?
Yeah. Andrew and I were almost like, nah, it's a lot of meters down.
Go over here and let's take a look. Go to the right.
Oh my god! Wow! Look at all that just gushing out.
Yeah. Pretty cool, huh?
Look at that tree, too.
Playing a little prank on Andres, putting a rock and a mushroom in his pack. There it was. Never suspect a thing. Because this is where everyone's leaving their packs to go down and see the falls. Sounds like he plays a lot of pranks on his fireman buddies and they play pranks on him, so I think he'll appreciate that. Now, it's only 1.5 miles to the next hut, so I'm sure he'll stop there, and we'll see if he discovers his rock before he gets there. Your pack feel heavy, Andres?
I think so.
Yeah?
I think so. You
Yeah.
pick up some rocks, right?
I don't know. Maybe you might want to check your pack.
Oh my gosh.
I think this is okay. This isn't funny. This really isn't funny.
Oh, baby! Come on!
Some mushrooms?
And a mushroom. That's
Is
all.
there only one?
Only one rock.
Oh,
Try to find a
I
small
don't
one.
trust you. Are you happy?
In my heart.
Are you happy?
No. But maybe you should check.
Might be a little dangerous.
But when I take the bike, I think, it was always so hard or so heavy? Maybe, I don't know, I don't care. 1-2 kilo for me is nothing. Great job, great job.
these pigs. 3 little pigs just came running out of the woods. I thought they were little dogs. Very confusing. What have you prepared tonight?
Today we have a wild boar we saw 5 minutes ago.
And we have another fire.
Yay! 333 stříbrných stříkaček stříkalo přes 333 stříbrných střech.
That's impressive.
So you can try to say řeřicha.
What?
Řeřicha. I love this word.
Yeah, we don't make those sounds. It's like
Oh,
Yeah?
yeah.
I feel like I need to let my tongue be drunk to speak this.
Pán,
Billion pan.
ten kozla měl,
Ten
kozla měl.
velice si
velice si
s ním rozuměl.
s ním rozuměl. So doing another adventure today. The TA follows a pretty flat route around the east side of the lake over to St. Arnaud. We're going up a stream. It's another 3,000 foot climb to start the day, but this one should be a bit more gradual. And I'm gonna hop up over to Angela's hut following the Cascade track. Decided not to do Sunset Saddle. Marvel doesn't really like the super steep stuff, and that saddle route it's not a trail, it's just a route, and there's up a pretty steep ski slope. So instead, I'm gonna go over to Angela's hut via Cascade track. From there, we'll follow Robert Ridge. It's supposed to be a really beautiful ridge walk, and try and get out today because it's supposed to start raining a little bit later today. Already the sky is pretty gray, so that's what we will be fighting against. Weather. It's supposed to rain more tomorrow and then even more on Monday. So get out of here before all that rain comes. This trail is definitely in worse condition than the other ones in this area. I guess that Sabine Travers track is really popular, which is why they have all those paid huts. This is not part of that track. You can see it hasn't had that much attention. Decision time. We are here. So, and then we go all the way up to 1,600 meters. 3 more hours. Incredible. The clouds parted for about 10 minutes and now they are all back again. New Zealand is just covered with beautiful waterfalls. And this one you gotta walk through it. The trail. Probably half an hour from topping out and the rain is starting. Here's the top. Thinking we're not gonna take that ridge walk because it goes up another to like 1,700 meters and it's gonna be cold and windy and probably raining more. So there's another path. We just go down the mountain this direction, spear grass, and then can wind around lower in tree cover and out to town. Yeah, so we'll go to Spear Grass Hut. Car park, 6 hours. It's not too bad. This is Angelus Lake behind me. This ridge section is supposed to be some really amazing views, but today, just all clouds. Weather improved quite a bit as soon as we got off that ridge, but it's still raining intermittently, and we're just gonna head down into another valley. Weather like this, glad that I bought these rain pants, because you end up carrying them for a really long time without ever needing them, mostly wearing them to keep sand flies off of me. But every once in a while, a day like this, rain pants are the difference between being nice and warm and comfortable or being hypothermic, like this exact weather where it's not quite cold enough for it to be snow, but there's wind and it is still pretty cold. That's when you go hypothermic, if you don't have your whole body covered up by a waterproof layer. High five. We were up there, and now we came down here. And 40 minutes to the hut. Okay, we made it to Speargrass Hut, and we're gonna end up staying in here just because it'll be a nice dry place, and there's a fireplace and it's warm. And
Yeah, warm and cozy night.
It stopped raining for a bit, so I'm gonna chop some wood so we don't deplete the whole thing. Try not to cut myself doing this. Alright, let's see. Hey, that's pretty good. Yeah, this is really fun. See you later, Speargrass Hut. This will be 7 days in the woods. This is our longest stretch of the whole trip. So we started last Monday, and now this is Sunday. It's a pretty easy day out today. Should just be 2.5 hours or so on this nice forested path, which is actually fairly well maintained because it's part of that Sabine Travers loop. And let's see, I was able to eat pretty much all of my food, did really good on it. All of my dinners, all of my tuna, all of my lunch meats, and I even ate an entire kilogram jar of peanut butter and then half a kilogram of cheese. So it's quite a bit. I usually seem to always have peanut butter and cheese left over, but managed to eat it all this time. And I don't feel super hungry coming out. So, but yeah, we'll get out today and hitch into Nelson. Have a day or two off because there's supposed to be a bunch of rain tomorrow.